To a 9-team investigation involving claims of sexual harassment and discrimination inside the state's judicial system. Our chief investigative reporter Cheryl Fiandaca spoke to 2 employees who say they were victimized for years.
It was the exclusions, it was the name calling.
Tracy Tavares and Corinne Senna are court officers in the New Bedford District Court. Both say they've endured years of harassment and discrimination.
It started to get rough in 2013 when I was sexually harassed by 3 male white court officers. It got so bad, I filed a complaint with the MCAD, which was supported and probable cause was found.
My first claim with the MCAD was in, I believe, 2017. I'm being moved out of the lockup and being told that 2 female shouldn't be running the lockup. Since then, it's just snowballed. I was told where I could go, what I could do, where I could park, what bathrooms I can use.
The 2 have filed several complaints with the Massachusetts Commission Against Discrimination, but instead of things getting better, they got worse.
Both of them have just gone through a torrent of retaliation, both in terms of opportunity and in terms of the daily conditions of the workplace.
Tracy says it got so bad she became physically ill.
I was living every single day with hypervigilance, and I mean bad. Anxiety, bad. Going to work, crying, throwing up before going to work. I would actually go to work before my shift so that I could acclimate myself to the environment, because I knew that I had to go face all this drama.
A 2019 fiscal year court report shows nearly 78% of court officers are male and more than 71% are white. Employees filed 59 civil rights complaints, largely claiming harassment and race or sex discrimination. But violations were only found in 7% of the cases. And in the 2020 fiscal year, the number of complaints nearly doubled to 116. Of those, less than 13% were found to be violations.
It is a system that reflects the ingrained racism. It is a real challenge to be a black person in any capacity in the trial court. And I think it is exponentially more difficult to be a black woman in the trial court. There are so few of them.
Tracy and Corinne have now filed a lawsuit against the trial court and others claiming discrimination.
I have to watch my back. I have to look over my shoulder for asserting my right as a black woman to not be racially discriminated against, to not be sexually harassed, to have the same rights that you are afforded.
I want to be treated equal. I want to be equal.
The trial court had no comment on the lawsuit, but tells us in 2019 it created new procedures, training, and an Office of Compliance to handle complaints of harassment and discrimination. Cheryl Fiandaca, CBSN, Boston.